A lot of investors, they know me as the mining investor, but I'm also looking for mining in cryptocurrencies. Why? It's a new asset class for younger people, younger generation, and I want to be always a contrarian. After the first huge spike, it dropped quite sharply over the last couple of months. It's a good opportunity maybe to have a deeper look in those new asset classes, and where is it better place than in Switzerland? Switzerland is some kind of a hub of cryptocurrencies and all those activities around the blockchain technology, which is the basis of those coins. Hello investors, today I am here in Zürich at the Park Hyatt Hotel, and the reason is quite simple. Frank Holmes, a good friend of mine, he is here with HIVE Blockchain Technologies. He's the executive chairman, and I want to know in the presentation what is so exciting about this crypto miner.
Most here know me from the world of gold, and I wrote a book on gold and gold investing. The first company I ever took public was called Franco-Nevada. And that model of the royalty companies is also very important in understanding HIVE blockchain and mining Bitcoin and Ethereum. It's very, very similar. And the similarities is high revenue per employee. Balance sheet, so we have cash on hand. Today, even after crypto fell, we made money every day. Even at the lows, we made money every day. It's amazing, making $150,000 to $500,000 a day, and earlier this year we were making $1 million a day.
Hi, I hope you liked the presentation of Frank Holmes as much as I did, and our investor. They attended. It was very well received, lots of questions. Frank performed extremely well. He's an excellent presenter and performer, but also he answered a lot of questions the audience has had. And now we are heading to the airport, flying to Stockholm. Follow me. Hi, I have told you Switzerland is a historical place. It is also the place with the first Bitcoin ATM. Here the house of Satoshi is the place where we want to take some cash, Swiss francs, from our Coinbase card. So we go in and take some cash out. It works. Hi investors, we took the flight from Stockholm to Luleå, which is the northern part of Sweden, and we arrived at the airport, and then we rented a car driving up to Boden. Boden is actually a smaller city here in the northern Sweden area where HIVE has his crypto mining facility, and tomorrow I will show you how it works, how it looks like, and what are the advantages to be in the northern part of Sweden, which is a little bit of colder climate, and certainly an advantage to cool down all those big computers making the Bitcoin and Ethereum. Follow me.
Hey Wolf, thanks for coming.
My
thanks
pleasure.
For coming and
My
seeing
pleasure.
our business. Here we repurposed a beautiful building and to create jobs, create economic prosperity, and use green energy, a surplus. HIVE has done a phenomenal job with a great team I have.
I mean, you have done a phenomenal job as the executive chairman, and I'm excited to get in now and see really how it looks like.
Well, thank you for coming this
far.
Let's
move in.
We're only 100 kilometers from the Arctic Circle.
Yeah. Yeah, Marin, thank you very much for inviting us here to Boden, to your facility producing cryptocurrencies. Can you explain a little bit, what are you doing here? You're the operation manager here. It would be exciting to hear more about what's going on here.
Yeah, thank you so much for being here. As you said, my name is Marin Baksha. I'm head of Barrage Nordics, operational manager for this facility. One of bigger ones for Hive. Right now we have in operation 32 megawatts, expanding, pending, producing Ethereum and Bitcoin. And right now we will take a tour through our facility with our guests and friends from Germany, Switzerland, US, Canada, all over the world.
You may have heard of Bitcoin before, but why does it matter? The answer to that lies in the technology that powers Bitcoin and all other digital currencies. This technology is known as blockchain. And rather than us trying to explain it to you, let us show you. Here, in an undisclosed remote region of Sweden, less than 30 kilometers from the Arctic Circle, one of the world's largest digital currency mines has just been constructed. Welcome to Hive, a massive facility where tens of thousands of computers act as auditors for various digital currencies. While your bank has private data centers to confirm transactions, digital currencies have no central authority. They are powered by a distributed and decentralized network of facilities just like this, all across the world, who work together to confirm transactions taking place within the network. As compensation for their work, these computers are rewarded with digital currency. Mining facilities like this act as the backbone for digital currencies, and without miners, they would not be possible. Take a look around you. Everywhere you look, digital money is being made. Real money.
I'm talking with Johanna. She's the managing director here for the Swedish operation. Johanna, please explain a little bit, what do you plan here? We have been inside of the facility and it is extremely hot, right?
Yes.
And that heat you want to use building a greenhouse business model, you have told me.
Yes.
Could you please explain that to us?
Of course, yeah. So it's very important for us to make sure that we take advantage of this excess heat that we are producing. And in fact, we have been talking to the community of Boden about the need to have locally produced vegetables.
Yep.
So we're very excited to be using this green area behind our facility to build a greenhouse together with the Swedish corporation so that we will be producing in a 1,000 square meter facility, a greenhouse. We will be producing roughly 200 tons of cucumbers per year. And this will provide the region here with freshly produced local vegetables. A second phase of this project is to build another 1,000 square meter greenhouse, and that will produce tomatoes. It will produce also herbs and such. And we're talking to the local grocery stores, both in Boden and Luleå, so that they will take care of this produce and make the region self-sustainable in a way that it has not been before.
Frank, we have been on site, we have seen the operation here in Boden, very exciting to me, new of course as well, but all those machineries running, making a lot of heat, do need a lot of energy. Now we are here at the hydro dam of Vattenfall producing green energy. Please explain a little bit your ESG strategy and why you have also decided to use only green energy for your operations globally.
So HIVE Blockchain was the first public company in crypto mining, and it was always at the beginning to have a green-only company. And this is a perfect site. It produces 200 megawatts of electricity. We're consuming close to 30 megawatts of the energy in this whole community. This is actually a military city, Boden, and we're only 100 kilometers from the Arctic Circle, which is really quite amazing. But green energy, inexpensive, we're hedged, and the community's been such a great supporter. The business development community has been phenomenal in encouraging.
And being in Boden, which is the northern part of Sweden, what advantage do you have in terms of climate and cooling down your operation?
No energy for air conditioning.
Oh,
you just have natural cold weather. And today it's unusual that we're dressed so light, because we have this heat wave hitting. But usually at nighttime it'll get quite cool. It'll go down to 10 degrees Celsius. In the winter, it's minus, with 4 feet of snow everywhere.
What are you telling investors when they come up and say, well, that crypto mining activities and operations, they do need so much energy? Can you explain a little bit how do you compare with real mining, which you are also an expert in?
Well, gold mining consumes much more electricity than Bitcoin and Ethereum mining. And there's been lots of disinformation and misinformation regarding how much consumption of electricity actually mining does. So to me, it's just a big distraction. We actually balance the grid. So there are points where we help Vattenfall. If they need the electricity, they pay us as a standby. So a lot of times there's a surplus of electricity, and that's what we consume. And if there's a peak period in the morning when everyone turns on their toasters, or at dinner time at 5 to 7 o'clock, another surge in energy, then we tool down and we allow them to turn around and use that energy. But at nighttime, energy is very inexpensive. No one's doing any business. Whereas when we're mining, we're doing it 24/7. So we're able to turn around and use this surplus energy, which then we cycle back and we give back to the community, and education in the community, hockey in the community. So we're very much in that whole sustainable, in not only green energy, but being involved with the community.
That's very important, as we all know from the global operation. But let's be a little bit more precisely. I want to really understand it. You can shut down your operation just in, let's say, half an hour?
No, seconds.
In seconds?
That's the nice part about it. For balancing the grid, it takes seconds for us to go from 30 megawatts to 3.
Wow.
3 keeps it in the winter, keeps the place warm, but we can easily tool down and go back up. For Vattenfall to turn around and be able to supply that energy, they'd have to spend $100 million of more construction. So it's better to partner with us, and we can turn around and work in partnership with them and tool down if they need the energy.
That's a very good solution.
And then we hedge. So we can all, which has also been a very wonderful way. You know, our cost of electricity hedging for 1 year out each year has been between 2 and 3 cents a kilowatt.
That's attractive, and that's what you need to be
That's very,
profitable.
very attractive. And we're making digital assets. People have to realize there's gold is a tangible asset, but Bitcoin and Ethereum, these are digital assets. And to have a digital asset, you have to have electricity, and you have to have infrastructure, like you have mining equipment. So we have technology equipment that validates a transaction and validates it's all good. And how fast you do that combo lock, 64 digits. Wow. And it's like in sporting a jump basketball, jump ball, to touch it and you get new coins. That's how they're created. So every 10 minutes, there's the opportunity to produce, there's 6.25 coins. We produce 10 a day. So out of 900 coins a day, we're a little over 1% of the global network of Bitcoin mining. And for Ethereum, which we do here, in these chips that we have, they're so special because they're also used for streaming and music. They're used for gaming. They're used for artificial intelligence. They have so many opportunities, these special NVIDIA chips that we have at our facility here. And it was basically an empty building. So we refurbish it. We repurpose the building. We create jobs in the community. It's a win-win.
That's really good to hear. But you said also on the tour that you want to move down the road with a new strategy into the data center business. What does that mean?
Well, to be a miner, a crypto miner making digital assets, you really are in the data center business. And in the digital economy, independent data centers are going to become very valuable. We saw this when we did our first deal for $300,000 and some odd in Canada, and immediately in Texas, $2 million a megawatt. So we see now the construction costs have gone up dramatically for these buildings of $900,000 per megawatt. So it's very, very attractive for us, and we think that as more kids come in gaming, more artificial intelligence is going to be needed for data mining, and drones if you want to be able to use it. This is a military town, so they need this technology. And they don't want to be all going to Google or to Amazon. They want independent data centers, and that's what we're building on our balance sheet.
Excellent. With my last question, I want to get back to the green development. You have mentioned also on the tour that you are going to build a greenhouse project.
Yes.
What do you want to do there, and what is the benefit for the community or for a new business model?
We're only 100 kilometers from the Arctic Circle. So taking food, especially vegetables, from Spain to Italy, that carbon footprint is very expensive moving up to this area.
Agreed.
So the greenhouse will become the cabbage and cucumber kings of the Nordic countries. And to me, that's very exciting because we can take the heat from all of our machines and repurpose it and cycle it into the greenhouse. So actually we create a carbon credit from that end. So it's really interesting to do that, and we're exploring this also in Canada. We know it's been done in Quebec, in northern Quebec, where they repurpose the lumber mill and using the electricity. So in Montreal today, we take a 40,000 square foot building, we recycle the energy into a 200,000 square foot building, and it's the largest pool manufacturer in Quebec. So that energy is never wasted. It's recycled back into the business.
It sounds like a good plan. You see, HIVE is not only a crypto miner today, it's also long-term view and vision. Frank is an excellent strategist, and I have to say thank you very much for the nice tour, and all the best, and we will update you soon. Go on HiveBlockChain.com website and also book for the YouTube channels and videos. Frank has done lots of interviews, lots of explanation. Get behind those new asset class and understand it as we did. Thanks a lot.
Thank you for being here.